given at 4 o'clock. Much of it might be similar, but of course.
Yes. Okay. So it's actually NFP today, I think. There's a lot of news like non-farm unemployment rate. It's a heavy news day today. Boys owns heavy news day. So yeah, I'm not going to be in any more trades today. I actually got in this GU trade. It was actually a really good setup. I got in a bit late though, but I really wanted to get in on this retest here of the DR range. But I actually got in late. I was chatting away. So this is where I wanted to get in. I wanted to get in off of this actually. This supply zone sitting here. So I wanted to get in off that. Demand zone. Sorry, retest after the demand zone. That was my ideal setup. Stops below this low here. That was my ideal setup. Then I would have went for a 2R there. But that actually never happened. So like I said, I got in late on that. So I actually got in once we started getting a break here. Got in a nice little breaky poos, and then I just targeted this 1 hourly demand zone, supply zone. Keep getting them mixed up. Sorry, daily zone up there. Targeted that, but yeah, that didn't hit. Because it's a heavy news day, I scaled my stops, which actually paid out pretty well for me. So yeah, we ended up taking a 1.8 R on that, but yeah, just over 2K, $2,000 on that trade. So end of the week, yeah, had a heavy day yesterday. Heavy day yesterday of losses, heavy losses. Yeah, so that's a nice little bit of recovery for the end of the week. But yeah, on to next week. Got a lot of news coming in today, so yeah, no more trading today, especially this afternoon. But yeah, it's been overall a hit and miss week. Not a great week, not a terrible week, but not the best week. We are actually respecting this area here. So this is an area that's getting respected now. My two liquidity targets, these green lines are my liquidity areas. They've both been tapped and taken. So yesterday was what I was targeting here. Down here, I was actually looking around here to get in, and you can just see it was very messy PA yesterday, and I took quite a big hit yesterday on EU, or was it GU? I can't remember. I think it was GU. Yeah, it was GU I took the hit on because we got a break of Asia. Asia lows got taken, Asia highs got taken, and there was a nice break of structure. And I was actually targeting these. This was the previous day highs. I was targeting there. It actually got tagged before I even got entered. So I should have closed my entry. I should have deleted my order, but I didn't. That was a mistake. I made. I got too, not greedy, but I didn't stick by my rules basically. So it took out the previous daily high, then avoided my entry anyway. So my entry was based on this demand zone. It pulled away, created a lower high, and then pulled down, tagged me in, then created another lower high, and I still stayed in as it pulled back down. And then once it went, and then it took me out. So yeah, that whole trade was a great setup overall because the structure was perfect. Liquidity was taken. We broke structures to the upside, but the target was already met, and I still stayed in the trade. So that was a mistake on my end, on my half, should I say. So that was a loss. That was basically my fault. It was my fault. It wasn't even it was just my fault. I should have closed once this previous day high got taken, because it was messing about here, and I was saying, well, if price, because I did actually record it, but for some reason the video got corrupted, so that's never going to come out again. It was actually live as well, but I was saying at this point here, if price pulls down, then we're going to stay in. If price comes up and takes out the daily high, then that will be the trade out. So I was saying it, but when it actually took the previous day out, I still just stayed in anyway for some reason. So yeah, big backfire yesterday, and I took the hit for it. And today we recovered a little bit, not as much as I would like to, but nevertheless we did recover. But overall, let's clear this up now, because that is officially finitoed for the week. But yeah, we have actually come into, let me remove the previous day in lines and stuff. So yeah, now for next week, I am looking for a possible, depending on how NFP or non-farm and all this news plays out today, we might get a spike up, take out any extra liquidity, take into this daily supply zone, and then I want to start seeing some reaction to continue to this overall downside move. So that's the move I'm actually looking at. But news might just push us down, break structure, and then next week we can still look for sales anyway. So overall next week on GU and EU, I am bearish, taking liquidity off the higher time frame. This is a daily supply zone, so I do want to see this get tagged into, but we might not. It just depends how news plays out. So yeah, and it's the same thing with EU. We've took liquidity. It's my first two liquidity targets. We do have another liquidity target up here. So yeah, this is the same kind of situation as GU. Overall leg is from here to here, so we are up above the 50%. We are up in the premium, and now we are looking to sell off. But with this type of price action, there's no clear direction on the lower time frames. But GU actually looks a lot better for the price action side of things, the shape of the market. Gold, once again, is the same thing. We're very bullish on gold. We're very bullish on gold. But because of this bullish week, month, 2 weeks, we want to see some sort of pullback, and it looks like we are going to be reacting from this these areas up here. So we've tapped in once, we've tapped in twice, and now we do seem to be shifting. We've broke this structure here. Have we actually broke? I think we have actually broke that structure. So if we mark this out here, let's jot down. I think we have actually broke. No, we haven't. I don't think we have actually broke that. Let's change that to that. Move that up to this. Let's zoom back in again. No, we haven't actually broke that. So we haven't actually broke below candle closure. So we haven't broke yet. I would like to see a break below these levels. But overall, I am bearish on gold as well. So I'm bearish on gold, bearish on GU, bearish on EU. There's liquidity targets on these levels to be taken. So we've got targets. We can even mark this as a target. So we have lows to be taken. Even down here. What's the lowest candle out of these two? Is this one. So that's the target there. So we've got multiple areas to target. The only thing I don't like about this structure is the daily, 4 hourly. Yeah, we've got with this down candle, then a push upside, and this candle actually never broke below this structure. So overall, we are still bullish if you're really being technical with this structure here. So we need to be vigilant of that as well. So we still could just continue to the upside and take out these highs, where obviously these highs would be the overall target for gold. So we've got to be careful with this. But yeah, at the minute, the ideas do look pretty bearish, just because we're reacting really well from this area. Yeah. New York's highs got taken. Nothing's really happened, but obviously it is a big heavy news day. So heavy news days, you don't really get much movement until the news happens. We actually got lucky with GU and EU today. The Nasdaq and the S&P actually took a really good trade yesterday off the S&P. This was on one of my other accounts. Took this trade and I totally forgot that I took it, and then I woke up this morning with an email saying your order has been filled, take profit's been filled. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what trade was that? And then I checked and I banked a nice little fucking earner on this trade. I made what, 5 something. Yeah, 4,000. I made $4,000 on that trade, so I'll take that big time. Yeah, and that was. I've actually got to make a traders recap for the community for that one, but yeah, that one was a DR play, and a structural play. We reacted here from this level, and I was just continuing up. This was my overall target, so it played out perfectly. The highs there. So yeah, what's this one here? I put lines down. Oh, that was my entry line. So that was my actual entry line because I was marking it up earlier. So that was my entry line there. So yeah, it's been a up and down week. Actually, I'm sorry, I ain't even mentioned. I lost one account today, this week. It was an Alpha Capital account, so I've lost that account, but I've still got other accounts anyway. Can't keep hold of them all, lads. I was actually like, what was it? I was like 1% away from losing the account. And then today, what was it? I think it was a gold short I took. Yeah, it was actually a gold short around here. I took the short and it just bit me in the arse, but I risked full risk. I thought, fuck it, see if we can recover anything. I was expecting gold to start its drop today and at least to take out these Asia lows. But yeah, it backfired on that one. So that's that gone. But never mind. Yeah, I'm concentrating on one account at the minute. Oh, that's a great reaction on GU. Great reaction on GU. That would have been, if this weren't a news day, I would have been in on this potentially. What a great reaction on GU. That's probably going to come up to this daily level now. We've taken out all this internal liquidity. Let's mark this out. Taken out, yeah, I can see that supply zone getting tagged now. So we've taken out, we've filled in this imbalance as well. That's been filled. That got filled. We've come in, respected some, let's see if there's a clearer level. Even on the 1 minute, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, so you got literally got a 1 minute demand zone sitting right here. 1 minute demand. Bosh. We've come through, we've tagged it into that 1 minute demand. That's caused that breaker structure. And we have reacted. Oh, lovely. You can even use that 15-minute order block, but the 1 minute one's fine. And we have reacted perfectly from that level. You would have had a stops there. And then I could have targeted them daily supply zone. And we would be fucking profit right now. Nearly 6% up already. But yeah, that's a great trade that I've missed. But news day, took the London trade this morning, and then yeah, we've got to be out of the markets now until Monday. But that was a fucking look at that, mate. That is a beautiful trade. Liquidity got swept. I wonder what's happening on EU. Yeah, the same things happened on EU. Not as clean. Actually, if anything, it's a little bit more cleaner. All the supply and demand zone wise. Come in there, took out this internal liquidity, and then this left. Some great moves there. Great moves there. You got an order block there, I think. On the you got a no. Yeah, fucking hell. That's a bit frustrating. That is a bit frustrating. So now, EU for me is going to be coming up and taking out this liquidity up here. This was my other target on EU. That's the target on EU for that liquidity. First area of the supply zone, second area of the highs. That looks like the only target there for EU. Beautiful trades though. Absolutely beautiful. Fucking hell. Shame we didn't get in on that. Breaker structure on NAS here. We have swept out a load of liquidity, broke structure to the downside. Come up past the equilibrium. Also testing that supply zone. Another nice move for a sell-off. But structure is always upside on that, so you've really got to be careful selling. Really have to be careful selling. Taking out these highs as well. Swept out those highs. Is there any more high? Yeah, we've still got loads of room to push up higher. on NAS. I really enjoy doing these live streams, man. Fucking just gutted about it yesterday. It was a long one as well. It was an hour and a half. And then it's because I weren't live streaming, I was recording through OBS. But now I've realised I've got a live stream because I was recording. And when I was trying to save it and upload it, it was telling me the file was corrupted. So, yeah, so now I've realised, you know what, I need to actually live stream. And it will obviously record to YouTube. Done. I don't need to upload it. It's already done it. It's doing it live. So, and I can just publish it whenever I want to publish it. So that's the plan now. That's the fucking plan. But I've got to make sure that everything is set up properly. But yeah, man, fucking sick. But yeah, NAS looks like I would like to see a pull down on NAS. I would like to see a pull down on the NQ, NASDAQ. Whichever one people want to call it. But yeah, it's hard to tell with if you're gonna short it, you only really want to be shorting it down here. You don't want to be coming too low. Lots of targets, liquidity areas, but we've also taken out all this area here. So accumulation, manipulation, distribution. But how far are we going to get distributed? Could we just come down to these lows here? London highs ain't even been taken out yet, but we have taken out some highs over here. So, what was it? Is that previous day highs? I think it is. Let's turn these back on. Yeah. That's weekly highs. That's weekly highs. Okay, so previous days have already gone. Previous day was gone ages ago. And then we took out weekly highs. Monthly highs. Damn, son. Weekly highs are gone. That's a lot of liquidity being taken. Gang. And yeah. Indicator. CM Capital Market Structure Pro. It is free. It's a little plug. A little indicator plug. It's free. So anyone who uses fair value gaps, sessions, the watermark, these fractals which mark out your highs and lows, which you can change, the DR, fair value gaps, I've already said that. Once it's just open it up, breaks of structures, it identifies your breaks of structures and market structure shifts. If you use any of these and you have a separate indicator for any of them, just use my one. It's free. Just go into indicators and search Market Structure Pro. Market Structure Pro, and then once you type in full Market Structure Pro, CM Capital want to come up. Just start out or whatever you want to do, add it to your chart, and it's fully customizable to how you personally trade. So I see people with like the watermark indicator and fair value gap indicator and session indicators, and they've got 3 different indicators all separate. My indicator, it's not a buy or sell indicator. It's not going to tell you when to buy or to sell or give you shitty alerts or anything like that. I've just designed it in a very simple way where it's got everything that I see everybody use but into one indicator, and the only advertisement and the only thing that you offer me is that it's got my name in the indicator name, and that's it. All this bit up here, like CM Capital and Steve Cutmore and all that, you can come down here and you can change it. Top text, which is that bit up there, and then Steve Cutmore, which is obviously that bit there. You can change all that, and obviously you can't change that bit because that gives you your pair you're using, your time frame, and the date. So, and you can even change the sizes of them. So, and the colours as well. But you can do all of that. So the previous day in highs and lows and all that shit. Daily, weekly, monthly, change the colours, change what their style they are, how thick they are, how extended they are across your charts. You can customise this whole indicator for free. Look at me with my advertisement. Absolutely unbelievable. But yeah, DR. A lot of people don't use a DR. I use a DR. If you want to learn how to use the DR, you can use that. You can learn that by buying my course. Indicators for free, but you have to buy my course if you want to learn how to do the DR. But if you already know how to use it, then happy days, you've got it. But you can turn all of these things off as well. So sessions, you can colour all your sessions, change all your times, max time frame, so it doesn't show up on, in my case, 15 minutes. So the session boxes will only show up on the 15-minute time frame and anything below, but you can change it all the way up to 4 hour, but you ain't going to want to do that anyway. Fair value gaps, it also shows you inverse fair value gaps, and you can even extend them across the charts up to 10 bars. So there we go, it shows that. I have always have it on 0, so it just highlights the actual candle it does it on. Breaks of structures, your highs and lows, these little triangles and all that, you can edit all of that, and then even have more levels for the breaks of structures to show. But if I do use it, I only have 3 or 4 because I don't like clutter. And then you can turn the labels off. When the market structure shifts happen, you can have them. And yeah, it's a fully customizable indicator, and then you can just turn them all on and off from here. Like, I see people not using it. Like, in my community, my Discord community, I see people not using my indicator, but then they've got a separate watermark indicator, a separate sessions indicator, a separate previous day high and low indicator, and it just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. And I'm not being funny. My indicator slaps them all, smashes them all, mate. So it's for free. Use it. It's for everyone. Fucking use it, mate. We're getting a reaction from this, but I'm not even bothered. I'm not going to get in on it. So, yeah. I didn't turn that off, for fuck's sake. Turn that off. But yeah, the indicator, mate, smashes everyone else's indicator because it's got everything built in one, and it's for free. I don't charge you for it. The only thing I do charge you for is a course, and that's if you want to learn from me and learn my strategy and the way I trade. But that's it. I don't charge for anything else, and I don't give a fuck if you don't buy my course or join my academy or join my Discord. It doesn't matter. But if you like indicators and you just like life easier analysing, then use my indicator because it's for free. That's it. I don't even care about you giving me a shout out. Just fucking use it. It helps you out. It definitely helps me out. So yeah, that's a big old rant, but there we go. Look at that, mate. GU is moving absolutely beautifully, mates. And it's probably going to be hitting that supply zone. So, because it's going to want to take out the London highs now. So what's the time? 20 past 1. So it's 20 past 1. So London, for me, is close. So it's going to want to take out London highs. Pre-New York, take out London highs. Tap into this supply zone. And then we might get that reaction to move to the downside, take out London lows and Asia lows. And that's what I think might happen. Or we might just get a fucking unbelievable push and keep coming up here and then come into these order blocks and whatever else, and we can just analyse from Monday. But what a shame. What a fucking shame that I did not get in on this move. Great move overall. I actually want to turn off the previous day highs and lows as well. It just clutters my shit up. But yeah, London highs still ain't been taken. Very close though, so it's equal highs. But yeah, if I was in this now, I would have moved my stops obviously to mine a bit of profit, probably under these lows here, just to give myself something, and that still would be really fucking good profit. What's that? Yeah, that would be that'd be almost 4%. So take that, lads. But yeah, yeah, look at that. London highs have officially gone, so we might get a bit of a reaction here, but overall I am expecting that daily zone to be tagged, and it is 20 past 1, so I'm probably going to be shutting off soon. This is more of a test stream anyway, because it's my first time making sure everything's streaming properly. But yeah, happy fucking days. Happy fucking days, lads. Yeah. I just want to see if this gets tagged. I want to see if that take profit gets hit. Fuck off. I bet Naz is probably fucking dropping as well. Oh, look at that reaction. Beautiful reaction. So yeah, even if he was in on this. Oh fucking, I love this game, mate. Trading is so fucking sick, bro. So sick. Even that, yeah. If we would have got in there, like, I normally go for 2R, so we would have hit take profit already. Like, what a trade that would have been. A quick in and out trade, but obviously you could have targeted these lows here, which is more than likely going to come out and take them out. But I would have already been out personally, but great trade. Great trade. So I've not missed because I don't want to look actively looking, but missed 2 great opportunities for trades. GU slacking a bit. EU's probably gone. Yeah, GU's moving. It's still it's not too far difference from targets. But yeah, this year has been such an improvement on my trading. Such an improvement. Just combining all the concepts together a bit more. It's just about sticking to what you know or what you like. I went through such a long phase of getting a lot of wins with a certain strategy, which this is what a lot of people do. You get a lot of wins from a certain strategy, then you start taking your losses, then you change your strategy. And that is the worst thing you can fucking do. The worst thing you can do. Like I've had, like with my strategy, my current strategy, at the start of this year, I had 2 weeks, like this 2 weeks of every day winning a trade. So I had 10 days straight of winning a trade. And then after that happened, I passed on account, got a payout within 2 weeks. Literally, done a 1-step E8 account, passed it the first week, second week, got a full week of fucking wins and then paid out. So 2 weeks of consistent winning trades, literally. And then I went crashing down for like a month. So it happens, but you just got to stick to what you know and how you trade, because the markets don't know how you trade. They don't understand strategies. They just do what they've got to do. They take their liquidity and they move on to their next position. That's all they do. And you've just got to stick to how your strategy's not going to win all the time, basically. It's not going to win all the time. And this is just one thing you have to learn. You've just got to stick to specific rules. Like once I moved my take profit was to 2R, like I take my 2R, sometimes I'll go for certain liquidity areas, but once I hit 2R, I'm either moving to break even or taking partial profits. You've always got to do something if I'm not going to be taking my 2R at my TB. So if I don't take my full 2R at 2R, then I make sure I take something at the market. And you've just got to have a plan in place all the time for every single trade you make. Great trade. This was Wednesday. It was a great opportunity Wednesday with the liquidity sweep, break a structure, pull back down, enter, move away. Higher time frame wise, we was in the extended version, extended version. Fucking dropping an album, like extended version, and we target equilibrium, moved past it. So there's always areas you can target. We're getting a nice reaction here from that London high take and a pull down. So see, in my case, if I was trading this right now, I would just be super fucking careful, and I would just move my stops here, and that'd be giving me 5%. So 5%, I'll be happy with that. I'd move full stops there. If it takes me out, it takes me out. If it goes to take profit, it goes to take profit. That's what I'd personally do. Oh, I actually need to go. I need to fucking go. I've got to pick up a little man from school. Oh, fucking hell, lads. Oh, I'm supposed to be bringing the vlogs back as well. So I've just not got around to doing it, man. I've videoed loads of video content from my holiday in Dubai, but it's not really like a vloggy content. It's more I'm just going to make a video for the kids and that, just so they can re-watch all the clips from holiday. But I've got to take all them off my camera, sort them out. It's a lot of content. It's like a lot of gigabyte worth of fucking content as well. So I've got to make all that video, and I just haven't got round to getting it off of the camera onto the hard drive, making the video, and then having my camera empty to make my own shit. Because yeah, I enjoyed making my own vlogs. If you haven't watched them, go to my YouTube and watch my vlogs. You see my journey from start to finish. Not my journey, but it's like a journey series from this year, last year, or whenever. All my wins and losses, week in, week out, of what I'm doing. All the accounts I lost, all the accounts I won. Actually, no, it weren't all the accounts I won. I was just on a road to 100k. And then I finally got that 100k. So, spoiler alert. But yeah. But anyway, fucking beautiful trade. Beautiful trade, lads. And I've still got to make a trader's recap. So what are we at? We're at 28 minutes past 1. I need to leave by 1:30. I really need to go. So, guys, I will see you next week. And yeah, shit week pretty much overall. So bless up. I'll speak to you guys soon.
Bye bye.